To employ or not to employ? Did you know there are 5.5% of Americans today who are unemployed? That means at least 17 million people out there don't have a job. In order to be a viable applicant for a job, you must exhibit preparation, a good attitude, and a suitable appearance for a job interview. These guidelines are applicable to anybody seeking a job. Preparation, though, is key. So have a friend or a family member sit down with you and have a mock interview. Have them ask you questions that an employer is probably going to ask you. Most employers use the same generic questions, such as, why do you want to work here? Or what do you think you can bring to our company? And so it's fairly straightforward to prepare for questions like that. Remember, an interview is also a two-way street, so don't forget to ask questions if you have any, and don't be afraid to. An employer is not going to want somebody who's scared out of their boots to talk to them. Make it friendly. Just say, hey, I have a question. A good attitude is also the difference between a yes and a no. So if you're applying for a job with people who are just as qualified as you, an employer is going to pick the person that's more likable, the person who's more friendly. So if you walk in and your body language says you don't want to be here, or you're just really upset about the whole thing, then they're not going to pick you over the person who's equally qualified. So go in there, be friendly, just have fun. Don't lose the fight before it's even fought. Don't go in there thinking, hey, I'm not going to get this job, so why bother? Because it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're going to end up not wanting to be there, and they're going to be able to see that, and they're not going to hire you. So walk in with an attitude of, I can do this. This is easy. I got it. You're going to want to be friendly. So friendly, positive attitude, all super necessary. You're also going to want to dress for success. So a Batman t-shirt like I'm wearing right now, even though I love Batman, isn't something I would wear to a job interview. You're going to want to be a little bit more professional. So something along the lines of a button-down shirt with long sleeves, collar, tie, whole 9 yards is probably a safe bet. You don't necessarily need a suit or anything unless you're applying for something like in a law firm or an accounting firm. Then I would recommend a suit. Don't overdress though. You don't want to go into a job interview in like a tuxedo or something. They're gonna think you're crazy. Make sure you're wearing the proper shoes as well, so nothing like dance shoes, I don't know. So proper attire, very important. And you're going to want to look the part as well. So dress for the job that you want. Don't go in there with super long hair, greasy face, unshaved, smelling bad. Nobody's going to want to work with you. Hygiene and a clean look are absolutely necessary. Nobody wants to work with somebody who smells bad and sit with an office in them for hours at a time, because it's not going to be fun for them, and they're going to hate coming to work because of you. So good hygiene, brush your teeth, smell good, whole 9 yards. Overall, you may not be in control of the whole interview, but there are definitely some aspects that you can control, and that is how prepared you are, your attitude, and how well you dress. And compared to other individuals that are equally qualified, you'll get the part because they want to work with you. Don't let something you can control be the reason that you become part of the 5.5% of people who are unemployed. Don't become a statistic because of something you can